got two of my favorite politicians up here this morning. Sheriff Mike Blake, good to see you there.
Good
Skinny
morning.
Mike.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, we don't ever see you once or twice a year anymore since you don't get out much anymore.
Shout
I
out
was
to
at the gym
Vicky
this
Noah.
morning, and a little light went on, so I need to go by and see Jack.
We'll talk Mike in just a
Shout out
moment.
to Vicky Noah, and congratulations to Debbie, too. You guys are losing a bunch of weight.
They've been doing great.
Cooking healthy.
And
You seen Harlan Mitchell
I
lately?
lost 20 pounds.
Yes, you have. I
You're
can
on a
tell.
constant diet, man. You need to call Oprah and hook up with her.
I have problems.
I walked in your office one day. You had so much Weight Watcher stuff in it. It looked like
Nutrisystem.
Cardboard City.
No, that was
Nutrisystem.
back
Okay.
then, yeah.
All right, well, you hold on over there, Sheriff. Let's get over here to the Mr. City Councilman this morning. Y'all got a big meeting tomorrow, Friday afternoon.
Pretty
The
big.
school system is asking you for what, $300,000 a year for a couple of years?
6 years.
6 years. Y'all gonna give it to them?
Uh,
I mean, how can
think
you
so.
say no?
Is it a vote?
I know. I hate to say. Well, I hate to say no. That's just the first part. I mean, so I guess I'm not going to say no, because I think it is going to happen, and it makes sense. But there's going to be other votes that come after that. This is a small part of it. The big one is when we go to borrow the money, and it's pretty much when we vote on this, that gets the ball rolling. And so I think that's a big confusion. I think a lot of people have is we're kind of wanting to know all the way out what all is going on, because once we start this ball rolling.
How do you stop it?
Well, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, that's a big concern, but it's just to pretty much no surprises. I mean, it's 50 to 55 to 58. I hear all these numbers. I'm saying 55 million is what I've been reading about the most.
Now, then, the public attend this tomorrow?
Oh yes, that's.
Now, will you get a lot of opposition, and will y'all vote tomorrow?
We won't vote tomorrow. I don't think so at all. There's a chance on that, because or even read it, because we didn't I mean, there's no reason to read it. I mean, we're going to be ready to vote on it. There's nobody, I think, will have any problem with the rule suspension or anything like that. When we feel consciously ready to vote for it, we will, and I think that'll be February 8th. We want the opposition to come and speak, because even if it moves forward, you still get some good ideas from everybody.
What would be the objections to something like this?
Really, I mean, I don't know how you could object to the $300,000, 6 years, new school. It's pretty much just in the way of. One of my big concerns, of course, was the contingencies of, there's revenue that we have now that if we were able to have secured that revenue before, a while back, then the $74 million 12 mills tax wouldn't happen. But as quickly as it came, I want to make sure that it can't go away that quick.
Does this in any way, if y'all approve this, affect people's taxes? Will they be going up any?
No, with the way it is, no, not at all. But that's the big thing the council wants to make sure is, in 10 years, are we going to be saying, oh, wait a second, we're sorry, but most of those guys will be gone, but we're sorry that this happened now, but we got to raise taxes. We're trying to make sure that it goes as smooth as it looks, because people say it's easy math, but $55 million is not easy math.
Well, Dr. Holliday, they did a great job last time. Unfortunately, it got defeated, but they did a good job getting their message out. You grew up here. You went to Athens school systems. In your opinion, what is the situation and state right now of the Athens school system?
Well,
They need repairs.
It's about 20 years older than since I've been there. Well, even older than that. But no, a little less. I'm not that old. I don't say that. But it needs to happen, and we could actually. That goes to the point. Do you wait until it's totally fallen in and say, well, all right, guys, let's go ahead and do this?
So is it a done deal with the city council?
I don't believe so. You don't want to say that. It's not a done deal till you vote. There's not going to be a fat lady singing there, but there's going to be. It's when we vote on it, and so we have not heard.
Positive.
Yeah, we have not. There's things we haven't heard, and even on this first vote, I hope people come to give us any kind of insight on things we need to be considering before this next vote, when the one that's going to have all those zeros attached to it.
Will this be an election year, and a lot of city council guys up for re-election? Does this hurt you guys either way if you vote against what your people want?
I believe that we successfully made everybody mad at us at that last meeting. I didn't know you could do that.
That's a good answer.
But also, I don't believe any of us cared at the point, because we're kind of just zoned in on, okay, let's make sure that not everybody hates our descendants, because in 20 years this thing just goes to I won't say it because the preacher's here. So, but that's what we're trying to watch out for, and I don't see anything wrong with that. We weren't getting hurt by the interest rate. And we couldn't get anybody to tell us that was for sure going to happen. We just want wanted to have due diligence.
If you guys passed this in February when you said y'all would, when would they get the money to start building?
Well, that's another thing that's been asked about is the process of that. And after we pass that, then they say they're going to be getting, and they say they're doing it now to be more specific on bids, to be able to know exactly, or estimates, to be able to know exactly how much. And you know, I got to be careful. There's a lot of different conversations about it, but we want to specifically know the amount of money that we need as close as possible. But when they go to actually get the money, I would think, I feel like it's going to go pretty fast. And but if I were to sit here and tell you I know the date, I don't, because I don't have a lot of
But city
experience at
council
borrowing
more likely
$55
is
million.
going to approve it.
I would think so.
I would.
In your personal opinion.
I think that, in my personal opinion, I think it'll go smooth. But again,
So that's what
there's
you're
been other things I
encouraging.
thought would go smooth, and then and they did go smooth. But then 2 weeks later, they weren't as smooth as we thought, and we're trying to avoid that. We want to make this. Everything has hiccups, but we want to,
So you're
make sure it doesn't
encouraging
have
everyone to come and talk
Oh
and
yeah,
ask questions.
good and bad.
listen here.
Talk about it.
Tomorrow at
we're
what
listening.
time? Friday at 4 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sheriff, what kind of money do you need?
I don't know if the city council got that kind of money. We'd lose a little bit of it. That would appreciate.
Well,
Is
actually,
this
we don't
going
have
to be
it.
as nice as James Madison School?
It's going to actually have a Home Depot with it too.
Oh, okay. But on a national note, Jamie, the president went to Czechoslovakia. He was over there visiting one of his friends. He had a Czech friend. They were out in the woods. A big old bear came out, ate his friend. He runs into the village and tells them, hey, look, said, my Czech friend out here got eaten by a bear. You better come quick. They grab their guns and knives. They run back out in the woods. When they get back out there, there's 2 bears out there. They asked President Obama, they said, well, which one ate him? And he looks, and one was a male, one was a female. He said the male did. So they shot the male bear. They run over and cut him open. The Czech wasn't in there. You know what the moral of the story is?
No.
You can't believe the president when he says the check's in the mail.
Only you, Sheriff.
Well, at least that's a clean one.
And I'm just thankful, though, the president got gas down $1.50 a gallon. We're not involved in the land war. Unemployment's less than what it was when Bush was in there. And
Shut up.
hey, we got 15 million people on insurance, so things ain't as bad as just
And Trump's our next president.
Huh?
Trump's our next president.
You know, right now, he's steamrolling.
Can you believe, you've been in politics all your life, can you believe a guy that is bombastic as he is, comes out, don't care what anybody thinks, is leading the polls by 40%?
You know, it's kind of like the Teflon Don. I mean, it's, you know, the thing about it is he has said things like saying, I could be standing on the streets of New York and kill somebody and
gets away
nobody
with
would care. I mean, I don't
He calls
understand.
John McCain not a war hero and all this stuff, yet his numbers go up and up.
But, you know, people are angry, really.
They're
I mean,
sick and tired of hearing the same old stuff.
But then again, though, I mean, what are we angry about? Like I said, you know,